Oh, excuse me.
It was really loud in my head now. Why? You just talk.
I'm talking. This is me talking.
Talk again.
Can you hear me talking? Or not really?
No, I can hear
You wish I was talking
I'm
more.
just watching your high line thingy.
How is my Haaland thingy?
It's just peaking a little bit. I should have turned down a smidgen.
Oh, peaking is not good.
No. Stop peaking. Oh, Fort Mercer. I just did this mission.
What are you busy watching? Oh,
Red Dead.
Hello, Red Dead.
This is where you get to use the Gatling gun thing. Or Tommy gun, whatever it's called. Tommy gun, possibly?
Oh, good music.
Did you show Simone how to sound like a child?
Not yet. She doesn't use Road.
Oh no, that's really sad for her.
I think I uninstalled it.
Gotta use the Road. It's the best way to talk.
It's the
Makes
only way
us
to
sound
talk.
really good.
Makes you sound amazing.
Makes us sound way too good.
Amazeballs.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Do the whole podcast like this. It'd be amazing.
Hey, you be the child.
Well, what about this? Just yelling at everyone through a megaphone.
Can't do
At
that.
the same time? No, you do megaphone.
Or high pitched.
Megaphone?
Yeah, it's a pity you can only do megaphone or high pitched like a child. Can't be a child yelling through a megaphone.
This is incorrect. It should be loud.
I agree. It's shocking. Okay, talk to me.
Hey, baby.
Hey. Hey, baby.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Kyle, stop messing around.
Oh, I've got to play.
Did you see me flicker?
You love it when you flicker, don't you? Makes you all
Is there
excited.
something's going on?
Oh, yes, I can see that, my love.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Hold on.
What are you doing?
I
Why
have
are
a
you flickering?
feeling my camera's dying.
Ah, we've lost Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Oh,
Hiya.
hello.
Hiya.
I'm back. Testing. Okay.
Just checking my peaks for some reason.
I like your peaks.
Thanks, Lee. You're too good.
15 seconds.
Okay, roger that.
Are we excited?
Ah, so excited.
5, 3.
What? You said 15 seconds. That's not 15 seconds.
Oh, the music still doesn't work. Oh, it's a different button.
Hello and welcome to GameFace, the only Xbox podcast that covers the games that us three has been playing. No other podcast covers what we play. No other podcast dares talk about what we've been playing because we are simply amazeballs. We're your hosts, Carl, Lee, and Simone, and we're here to put on our game face and tell you all about our gaming adventures this week. Simone, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I have had a crook back for the last month and a half, month-ish, and today is the first day I have seen a bit of the light.
So it doesn't
I'm
hurt.
quite happy. Not too bad. Not too bad, no. So I'm quite happy.
Oh, that's
Quite
good.
happy and fingers crossed for the best. But it does mean that after the show, I need to go do my workouts.
Okay, so definitely gym time after this.
Yes. Yep. No point thanking, fate. It's hard work goes into this. So yeah. Hard work. Have you ever heard that thing about how if you have back problems and you want to sleep properly in a way that doesn't make you wake up with a sore back, is to put a knee between your pillows? I mean,
Yeah, I find putting knees between my pillows best. So it's like when you're sleeping upside down. Yeah, is that what you're saying? So you put your knees on your pillows at the top of the bed. Oh.
No, so you need a spare pillow. So first of
Yeah.
all, you need to be rich. Okay, if you want a good back, you need to
just
be
take
rich because you need
Kyle's.
to be.
Just take Carl's pillow. He doesn't need it.
I should. Or chop his pillow in half. He
That's
doesn't
right.
need.
Sharing, Kyle.
Why do you need such a big pillow?
Come on, Kyle.
Yeah, and then you put it between your knees as you sleep, and you sleep on your side. And if you sleep on your back, then you put it underneath your knees. This is what a physio told me a couple of years ago.
I have heard.
And I said to him, what was it?
I've heard this before. Yeah, it's definitely true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said to him, how come we don't know how to sleep properly? Like, how come our bodies haven't evolved? What's wrong with us that we can't sleep without hurting ourselves? He laughed, so I thought it was a good.
But isn't it down to
joke
things like
question.
your bed and stuff like that? Like the bed being too soft or stuff like that. Maybe your body's not used to it, or
Our bed's not too soft actually, because I like hard beds, so I don't think that's the problem.
just keep practicing.
So anyway.
sleeping.
Anyway, the good news is good news.
Good news indeed.
Good news is good
There's
news.
no such thing as a too soft bed, though.
Yeah, there is. It's not good for you.
Yeah, it's not good for your back. You need support when you sleep.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
Do you sleep in different beds?
You can get those beds now that are half.
You can. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, fancy. Again, rich.
I want to get one of those beds that you can drop a bowling ball next to you and it doesn't change the other springs.
Like what was it? The rhinoceros beds. Isn't that the one? Is it rhinoceros something? Was it advert? Or was that the carpets? Maybe got mixed up.
I think it's rhino carpets and shark beds.
Shark beds.
Uh,
Okay. Well, this
how are
is
you,
good.
Mr. Lee?
I'm all right. I had a good day today.
Oh,
We
yes.
discovered something called autopiloting in Intune.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just tell the code. Every computer in the whole world has an ID.
Yep.
And when you turn on the computer, when Microsoft goes, "Oh, you're on the internet. I know who you are," and sets up the computer for you.
Yep. It's very pretty, isn't it?
Yes, just discovered that for this migration. So very exciting. Really good conversation with a guy who's based in Palmy. He came up for the day. We just sat down and we're like, okay, let's work out what we need to do for this project.
Okay.
And we used ChatGDP to work it out, bizarrely enough.
Nice.
Well done.
Because we couldn't exactly work out what to do. And we're like, well, let's put it in ChatGPT. And it came out with the PowerShell scripts you need to run. And then give it exactly, and tell you exactly what you need to do the processes. Interestingly, he did the same question in Bing, and Bing was useless.
Okay, which version of Bing was he using?
The one built into the browser.
No. There's three different modes for Bing. There's precise, creative, and normal.
I had no idea.
Balanced.
He just went to Bing. He went, have we tried this button? So I clicked on the button, typed in exactly the same question, and it just said, because we were like doing it remotely is what we want to do. So using PowerShell remotely is great. And it said, remotely log into the computer, remove. I'm like, no, that's not how to do it. We're not remotely logging into every single computer to do it. So, yeah.
So the trick with Bing, use it in creative mode because that uses the brand new ChatGDP 4.2. So it's like the brand new stuff. Use it in creative mode. Fantastic. Precise and balanced. that uses the 3.5 version, and it's okay with certain things, but it's still not great.
It waffles a bit.
Yeah, it likes to talk.
It does waffle. It's really bizarre, and it
does.
gives you like 3 questions that you can click on at the end.
Yes.
Whereas ChatGPT went, "This is what you do. Here's the PowerShell scripts in a nice easy way to copy and paste out."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, that's perfect. Let's do that." So it was
Cool.
it was a good meeting and a good chat, and it wasn't a meeting. He was sat at his desk, I was sat at my desk, and we just chatted about it for like an hour or two and worked it all out. So
Brilliant.
it was good, yeah. And then I got to spend loads of money as well, buying a new laptop and a new Switch and all sorts of stuff for the office. That was quite good too.
Oh, nice.
Nice spending money, yes.
Especially not your money.
Yes, that's the best money to spend.
So the boss is happy to spend some money with this
Yeah.
new company.
Yeah, no, he's really good. Like, he's really good. Because I found a unmanaged switch in the network, and it was acting weird.
Oh.
Yeah. So managed switch now going in. Yay.
Unmanaged switch was acting weird.
Oh yes.
Was it just like didn't have nervous
It
ticks?
didn't like wireless gear.
That's
Just
a bit of a problem.
Just get turning it off all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. But
Yeah, no idea why. I just didn't like it.
it's one of these new eco switches. It just turns
Saves
saves
power.
power.
Nice. That's brilliant. See, it
so
was good.
funny.
Yes. Good day.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep. Bloody cold, but good day.
Yeah, no, it's nonsense. We had to put the heater on and working from home today was just shocking.
Yeah, I walk in the house, put the heater on, take the dog out, come back, the house is warm. Then
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Best way to do it. Man, no, we just put the heater on. You think living in an apartment, you're sandwiched between
Concrete
apartments that
and-
are
yeah.
both hot, right? They both have their heaters going. We should be getting free heat, but it's cold enough that no.
I think it's all the glass is the issue.
Yeah, it's a
We
minor
do have a lot of glass.
Yes. How are you, Kyle?
I'm good. Started off trying to do one thing at work today and then end up being pulled in 20 million different directions and did nothing. You know how it is.
It's a normal day.
The normal day. Pretty exciting.
Actually, my kind of the boy guy was in jury service today,
Oh, okay.
which was no good because I had to do work like setting up laptops and walking around and talking to people and installing software and stuff. I was like, "What's going on here, boy?
Oh, that's-
Where are you? Come back."
Where's the lackey?
Is
Where's the
um,
lackey?
is he just doing one day of jury service,
2
or does
days today and
2
well, we
days.
can't work it out. So he went in yesterday afternoon and said it's for 2 days, and I was like, "Well, does that include the day you're there and the next day, or is that 2 days, like Thursday and Friday?" So he could turn up tomorrow.
Hmm.
Who
he?
knows?
Okay. Hmm.
Oh, gotta love jury service like that.
I know, it's great. Yes, he went in 3 times in the end: Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday, and then Thursday. Oh no, yeah, Wednesday. He went in 3 days in a row. Yeah, went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Huh.
Each
How
day
many
got sent home.
times have you been called up? Have you ever done it?
Just
Lee?
once. I got caught up.
And did you
and-
get through?
No, I got into this courtroom, listened to all the charges, and then I was over 30 people, and the 12 got picked out, and I wasn't picked out of the 12.
Oh,
nice.
So that was
okay.
good. It was a horrible case as well. It wasn't a great case.
I think you might have mentioned it as well.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew the
back.
defending lawyer actually. I think it was prosecutor, defense. I think it's defense lawyer.
Oh, okay.
So I was fully going to walk up to the judge and go, "I know the lawyer," hoping that would get me out of it. Yeah, I used to look after the guy's computers, so I was like, "Yeah, I know this guy."
No. The best thing to do is you go to the jury duty and you go, "Look, I'm going to get out of this, but I need a letter to say I'm here for the next week."
Yeah.
The letter to work
Yeah.
saying I'm at jury service for the next week, but you're not really, so you can just park off at home. Free holiday.
Yeah, well, so funny. So I got paid for that because I spent there for like 3 days or something in the end. Like you go there Monday, you go Wednesday, mess around,
Yep.
and work paid my time off. It was fine. But then they made a rule after a leave rule again. After that point, everyone had to take was unpaid leave after that. If you got jury service, it was unpaid leave.
That's not legal.
Oh well, my company didn't care about that sort of.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, unpaid leave.
Interesting.
It was a leave rule. It was great.
So you get put into the pool at the age of 18, is that right? Or was it 16?
I think it's 18.
Probably
I
18.
wouldn't trust a 16-year-old to sit there and not tweet about it.
No, that's
Not
right.
tweet the
I
trial.
I got called up at 19.
Hmm.
First
Wow,
time.
Okay.
But I didn't make it. I didn't even make it to the courtroom.
Okay.
So and that was kind of good. So you got to sit there and just read a book,
Yeah,
and then
there's
they
nothing to do.
pulled
Yeah,
names.
there's nothing to do.
They
Yeah,
pull names out of a hat, and that's random. And
Mhm.
that pull gets into the court.
correct.
And then they explained, Lee, you know this already.
Yeah.
And then they explained that if you get called while you're in the court, you walk, and either lawyer will say no,
Yep.
just for any reason, and
That's right,
turn
yeah.
you back. And the idea that I could just be noped for any reason and not get told why, I was kind of really nervous about. I'm like, is it my face? Do I look too innocent? Do I look stupid?
So what you do is you
But
make
I didn't even.
Yeah, you basically walk into there, but you can like be like, because obviously the judge is there, so you walk to the judge if you want to try and get out with an excuse as well. So that's the kind
Okay.
of process. Walk past the two lawyers, and then either sit down if you accept it, or go to the judge if you've got a way out.
Oh,
Okay, so that's
Okay.
before they nope you.
Yeah, probably the same sort of time because it's all that kind of direction, isn't it? You're walking towards what are they called? The pews, I guess. I don't know what they call that area, but yeah.
Okay,
A few
yeah.
people try to get out of it, and not many did. Once you get caught up, you have to have a really good excuse to get out of it.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, when I went for jury duty, I was not pulled names out of a hat. I didn't get my name pulled, but they said, but you still can't go back to work today. You have to come up to the jury and do the whole walk of no pull yes. And before they call any of the people who's going to sit on the jury, they then bring the big scary guys in and they introduce the case and
That's
they tell
right.
you all
Yeah,
of
they
it.
do. Yeah, yeah.
And you're sitting there. I'd kind of moved to the back and moved behind a taller person because I was like, these dudes are scary. This case is a bit dodge. I don't want them looking at me and getting out and coming to hunt me down. So I just kind of moved a bit to the back, kind of peered around a tall guy's shoulder going, oh, these are some scary people.
Yeah,
What
they
is-
fully bring out the prosecuted person that sits there and gets all his charges read to him and all the evidence and all that.
Yeah. Seems strange because then you could wonder out the jury service thing
but
after
if
they know
you but if you have an issue of some sort and you don't know what the course is, you might get called up and not know what the charges are. So they have to tell you the charges. Then if you get called, you can then make a decision whether you want to try and get out of it or not.
Yeah, but they
For
should
some
put
sort
you
of reason.
behind like one-way glass at least.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, they're bringing on these big scary guys, and you go, they're busy. They're staring us down. This is a bit worrying.
Trying to find the easy meat.
Yes.
It's a
But
weird,
still, I
it's a weird social process, though. It's a very strange process.
It's a very strange process. It's boring, and then it's exciting, and then it's over.
Yeah, and then you
yeah.
want it to be over. Actually, I think.
Yes. But then you also think, what would I say if I was sitting on the
I
jury?
know. I was
Would
kind of
be able to not
interested.
smile?
See, I was hoping for some really kind of juicy, really interesting case.
Mm.
And it was a horrible, disgusting. I didn't want anything to do with the case, but I was like, oh, it could be something really interesting.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you want someone who, hit a granny with a broomstick or something.
I know. I was thinking more like a more technical case, like a bankruptcy sort of, some sort of stealing money sort of case, something like that, which no one's actually getting hurt, but it's obviously against the law. So that sort of case would be quite interesting to listen to evidence. and
Yeah, okay, like
Yeah.
a smart one.
a smart case, yeah. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, yeah, this guy dodged his taxes, and this is how he did it. And you're sitting there going, oh, yeah, take notes.
that's really interesting. Yeah.
And this is what's ticked them off to catch him.
Some
Noted.
hacker, maybe someone hacking into something, getting caught. Something like that'd be quite cool, like you see on TV.
Someone just-
Yeah. Or,
Hacking
and he gets found not guilty.
Hey.
So
Well, you make the decision, don't you? Like you can sit down with the jurors and kind of go, what do we reckon? It's quite interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if he hacked into old Jacinda's Facebook page
Oh,
and
there you
changed a few things and put out a fancy statement, and then you go, huh, pretty funny.
Exactly.
He's not
Just
guilty.
Sit there chuckling to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But no.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, sounds like fun. So you had to actually do work while some other people
Actual-
didn't.
Yeah, I had to do some walking around, install some software.
Oh, what a
talk to
pain.
people.
Even worse.
I know, exactly.
How you managed to get out of that without just canceling the podcast is beyond
Just
me.
going to bed and sulking. Yeah.
I'm done. Thanks,
out.
guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
So please come back, Hamish. All is forgiven. Please come back.
That's amazing.
So
Well-
games.
Games, yes, we've been playing games this week, allegedly. I don't know about you guys, but we've only, on my list, I've only got 2 games to talk about, and only one is really meaty and interesting.
Meaty and interesting.
The other one is just lots of fun. So I'll kick us off with the fact that we jumped into Red Dead Redemption, not number 2, the first one, to all play multiplayer on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
2 achievements.
That's right. 2 achievements. We got to hear Michael's voice for the first time.
That's right.
Michael sounded very tired, poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, it was midnight where he was. And he's not as talkative in person as he is
So do you
on the
remember
Discord.
I've said this before. I played with him one at a time. He was very quiet.
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought he didn't want to talk to us, or he was just tired.
Nah, he doesn't talk much on chatting places.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
maybe
just
he's
nice.
secretly really
He's-
shy
Cheeky in the chat. That's what he is.
yes.
because he's behind a computer
He's behind a
screen.
keyboard warrior. They call it something.
Geeky in the chat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because, like, if you can compare that with someone who's really chatty, like Gary, perhaps, chattier in real life than he is on the Discord, yes, no?
Yeah, Gary's calm to play with.
Mm.
Gary's nice and calm. Trevor's interesting to play with, actually, because he doesn't talk much until you talk to him.
Yes.
I don't know,
Yes.
actually. We chat away all the time. I mean, well, we haven't for a while, actually, because he's changed job positions. But yeah, we used to talk crap all the time.
Yeah, but that
Maybe-
was like one-on-one, wasn't it? Just you two in a
Yes.
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Maybe we intimidate him.
You do are a bit scary. Yeah.
Or maybe our accents are so weird, he just takes a while to catch up.
Oh, I can't actually understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a bit of a problem.
You know, every American's seen some British TV, so the accent's not that weird.
That's right.
But, you know, who's
Bloody-
seen Hunt
bloody
for the Wilder
Sappers.
People?
Bloody Sappers.
Actually, the only reference they really have for our accent is Flight of the Conchords, which I guess is
Yeah, because
slap in the face.
most Kiwis just sound American when they're on TV, don't they? There's a few kicking around, but they seem to do American accents when they're on TV normally.
oh yeah.
Other than Krog, what was his name from Marvel? He was the rock guy.
Yes.
Oh, is he a Kiwi?
Yeah, he sounds like a
That-
Kiwi as well. He says
it's
bro and all
voiced
that as well.
by- yeah, it's voiced by Taika Waititi.
Yeah. That's
Oh, that guy. Oh, sorry, I
The
got
big
confused
blue
with
rock
the big guy from not Guardians. Yeah, Guardians, the big bald guy.
dude. Oh no, that's Batista.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you guys know all your big men. I don't really. They're all the same person to me,
Oh yeah.
except The Rock.
Well, not many people can pull down a helicopter like The Rock can.
Oh yeah, I saw that clip.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So gaming people, come on. Come on,
Yes,
let's bring this back.
Lucas,
podcast.
So what was the point of us doing this, Simone? What were you trying to achieve?
Okay, so I organized a social gaming session, which is kind of unlike me, but I needed you guys, so I used you. Yes, Red Dead Redemption, and this is because TA was doing targets that required colors of the rainbow.
Oh, is that the
And
reason? I
red
didn't realise that. Ah.
Dead is red. So, yeah, and I've done most of the Red Dead achievements and been holding off on these multiplayer ones because they're dumb. But I thought, hey, this could be fun. They're not too difficult. Let's just get enough people. That's all we need. We got 5 in the end. 5 people? 4.
I think there's 4,
I
wasn't
think
it?
we
Oh,
got-
no, 5, because there's Michael as well. So that's 4 plus... Oh, that's 4. that's 3 plus Michael, so that's 4, yeah.
So we got 4. And for the posse up achievement, we needed 8.
yes.
So, yeah. You
So
go
if you
ahead,
want to-
Kyle.
invited everyone on the server.
Yeah.
It's like, come to our posse. Just please be our friend.
That's right.
well.
And it did work eventually. And then we mucked around for a bit and kept Michael up even later. Luckily, it was a weekend. I don't know. Does he work weekends? I don't think he does.
Oh, so we found that whoever's in charge of the posse gets the achievement as well. So we all had to do this like weird switch around thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, to actually.
And
get
it
the
was
achievement.
lucky that that worked so well because it could have,
Yeah, because it
that
could have
leadership role.
gone to one of the players that is not us.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we would have been quite stuck.
Yes.
But so that was very fortunate.
Yeah.
And what was the second achievement? Oh, it's what True Achievements calls a viral achievement. So back in the day, to get that achievement, you had to kill a Rockstar employee.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, you became someone that was allowed to be killed for someone else to get the achievement. So nowadays, everyone is eligible to be killed and another person receive that achievement. That's the idea of a viral achievement.
Mm-hmm.
So the first person I killed on the server gave me the achievement.
Oh, nice.
And
I got an achievement.
Kyle,
I did one kill and got an achievement immediately.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. So that was it then, was it? Okay.
So you killed someone who killed someone who killed someone who killed someone who killed a Rockstar employee.
Oh, okay. So bizarre.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, so those are the 2 achievements we got. And then we ran around and did some hideouts, and that was good fun. And Lee is now completely hooked.
I know. I'm broken.
We are so amused.
So funny. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll leave most of the chatting up to you guys on what you thought about multiplayer. But you start off with a donkey,
Oh, my word.
which is not very fast, and you call him, and he runs the same speed you run. And so he arrives, and you chase after him to hop on, but he keeps running away.
And he's useless.
So he just
as well.
ran around
He
in
doesn't go very
circles.
fast when you whack him to go faster with the A. He gets
No.
really annoyed quite quickly, so you can't actually go that fast with him.
Yeah, well,
And
he's
he
donkey.
he doesn't go where you point him to either.
No.
He just decides, no, actually, no, I'm not going that direction. So you're constantly fighting this stupid donkey, and then you get killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were having a lot of issues, Carl, weren't you? Actually killing people for some reason.
Oh man, I just could not aim, and people were killing me. I'd spawn and die, spawn and die. It's just shocking.
So bad. Okay.
But I do like the idea of multiplayer and then going around and not actually killing the other people, the other players, but getting a posse together and actually doing those little missions all the way around the map. Those are very fun.
Yeah, we took
They're
out that
good fun.
farmhouse, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
Bolger gang or something they're called? What are they called?
We took out a gang, then we went into a canyon and took out another gang.
That's right. Yeah.
I blew Lee up because I shot some TNT.
Yes.
I was like, I wonder what it's
Wonder
like.
what happens.
I wonder what happens if I shoot TNT, and I shot TNT as Lee ran into the tent. With the
This is a theme because who killed me? Who killed me with explosives on Dying Light? Was it also you?
Whoops.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I can't help it. There's explosives. I
So-
want to shoot it,
So
and
you
people just
score
run
home
around.
goals.
Explosives.
You score home goals in I can't remember, Rocket League, and then you kill people in other games.
That's right. Don't play Halo with him because he's throwing grenades all the time.
It's funny, and there's stickies as well. So
Yep.
Everyone throws grenades in Halo because everyone's like, I want to aim, and then the grenade gets thrown.
sorry.
That's
Oops.
true.
Oops. But the Dying Light, not Dying Light, the Red Dead Redemption multiplayer was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
good
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, it was easy to play as well. Like the controls
Yeah.
are not as bad. Like they're a bit odd, but they're not too bad. Like tapping A to run is weird,
It's very
yeah.
weird.
and crouching by pressing left direction thing is weird. So there's a few kind of you end up crouching rather than running, and then pressing A when you think you want to jump, and because X is jump, obviously.
Yep.
You know, changing guns, press Y, which makes no sense because you hold Y to get. It's just a bit odd. Yeah.
That's amazing. So yeah, no, it's pretty fun because you'd spawn and everyone's shooting everyone, and so you're trying to run away. And the first thing you do is duck and crawl very slowly, and then you unduck, you stand up straight, and then you run. You figure out what run is, and then you walk off to one of the like a fence that you need to jump over, and you walk up to the fence and you're trying to press A, and you just keep running into the fence. You're like, wait, what is jump
What's that,
again?
that
How do I get over?
NPC video that was dropped into chat this week? It's like that, basically.
So many NPC videos, yes. So funny. But lots of fun. I mean, it's lots of fun to just grab a bunch of people and just go exploring the map.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
Yeah,
cut all the gangs, pick up guns, be awesome.
There's actually co-op missions as well. I don't know what they're like, but I saw an option when you're in the multiplayer to do co-op missions.
Oh, yes.
But it's scary because it says if you do this, you leave your posse. And I was like, well, how would you do co-op missions if you're not in a posse? I don't really understand. So
Yeah. There's a lot more stuff we have to figure out about the game, but that part, if you could do the whole game multiplayer like that, would
Oh,
be
yeah.
fantastic.
It'd be so much fun.
Because then you would feel like you're in a band of cowboys, actually, riding along the Wild West and taking out the gangs and bringing order into life.
Or the opposite,
I-
just causing chaos.
Yes, just
I agree with you,
killing-
Kyle, but not for Red Dead 1, since you're not actually in a gang. But maybe for Red Dead 2, when you
Oh,
are
yeah.
in a gang, that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So yeah, no, we had lots of fun with it. I think.
It was good fun.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And now Lee's hooked.
Yep. So Lee, after the multiplayer, take it away. What you spent basically all weekend in Red Dead, didn't you?
Yes. Well, because I was annoyed me that game because I was like, how? Because a lot of people played it and I played it and I found it really just almost boring. The game.
Yep.
I was like, it can't be like. Surely there must be more to this game. So I went into it and then, but it took me ages to work out how to actually play it by how to use the map properly, because the map is not that obvious. And I'd forgotten that the letter on the map is actually a person you're supposed to go and talk to. And that's where the missions are. I was like, oh, okay. And then all like the side missions have like a blue area. I think it's blue area, which you kind of go in that general direction looking for people to talk to. And that's how they guide you around the map. And when I was first playing it, like initially at the beginning on Saturday, I was like, I don't understand this map. It makes no sense whatsoever. And there's no fast travel, so you can't exactly go, right, I'm going to go to here. You've just got to walk to this place or find, if you're lucky, a carriage, which might take you nearby where you want to get to.
Yep.
So you're not spending the whole time just running on your horse, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really bad for that. It's such a slow game for that reason. Like, just getting places.
Don't play the sequel.
Don't play the second one. Have they not fixed the fast travel? You need fast travel in that game. It's such a big
Actually,
map.
I haven't. There is fast travel in number 1. You have to
Go to
you have to
carriage.
find the places naturally, but once you've found the places, when you build a campfire, you can fast travel to the various
Oh,
towns.
is that how you do it, is it?
Yeah.
I spent so much time running down tracks.
Well, it's possible that you've only found one town yet. So,
No, I've got to Mexico now. I'm just about to go to Mexico.
oh, cool.
I've just completed the mission where you take out the Fort Melbourne, Melbrook, what it's called, something over. There's a fort there. What's it
Fort
called?
Mercer.
Mercer, that's it. Yeah. So I've just taken out Fort Mercer,
Cool.
and I'm on the river with the idiot drunk Irish guy. So do you remember that? I'm sure you assume you must remember that bit of the story.
I'm so sorry. I played the story a really long time ago,
Okay.
so I don't remember much. I remember one particularly horrific story and nothing else.
Right.
An
okay.
Irish guy.
Yeah, Irish. He's called Irish, and he's always drunk.
His name is Irish.
His name is Irish.
That sounds great.
And he
I
drinks
don't remember
whiskey.
him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some good characters in it. There is some good characters. And when I've worked out the game, the fast travel thing, I've just accepted what it is. But because you're always doing hunting, or you're always looking for something because of the survival levels and there's hunting levels.
Those are optional, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, if I'm doing that, I might as well just go off the track and then find the plants anyway, and that will just bump that up. And then it'll bump up my your reputation, doesn't it, for finding all the plants? Your survival skills go up, and it gives your reputation goes up.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
So the idea is that when you go and talk, say you do something, you talk to somebody, because your reputation's higher, they'll let you off it, or they'll make it cheaper when you go into shops. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happens. The higher your reputation is, the way people treat you differently. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've kind of done every single mission I've found. I've done now. I guess it's in the first section, like 30. I've done like 30% of the game basically. But I've done all the side missions. I've done all the main missions, and I'm now on the boat going to Mexico to chase after the guy I was going after the first place, who was in Mercer. He ran away basically, but he went to Mexico.
Was that Dutch?
Bill, isn't it? Isn't it Bill?
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, I think it's
Bill.
Bill. Bill somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I made some good progress on the weekend, and I kind of just sussed out the game finally. And it was very funny. So I went and spent 750 gold on the fastest horse there. So I went to a shop, I had all this gold. I was like, what can I buy? So I went in the shop, and they were selling horses. And it was one that was really fast. And I was like, well, this is cool. Let's buy a fast horse. Because I'm on the horse all the time, so I might as well have a fast horse if I'm going to be on it. The next minute, I was on a mission where I had to win a race on a horse. And I was like, oh, this is brilliant. So I won the race by like miles because of my fast horse, and then got the kind of kept on with the story and stuff like that.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Good timing.
Yeah, really funny. Yeah, I had like 40 gold left over, so I thought, well, if I need to buy anything else or something now happens, I'm in trouble because I have no gold now. But then the next mission was to run around. Yeah, it's good. There's some interesting stories. I have done a couple Kyles where you screw up a mission and you reload. Calling out the Kyle now because I accidentally killed somebody. What was I doing? It's this stupid control thing. So what happened was I was supposed to lead someone out on a horse. They jumped on their horse. I walked next to my horse, pressed Y to get on it, and then managed to throw her off her horse. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like,
I told you.
How did I do this? And then she got really annoyed. She jumped on my horse and started shooting me. And then it said mission failed. I was like, oh, great. Okay. So then I had to start the mission again. So the controls are really dodgy. As it happened, two missions I failed both times because the controls are slightly just iffy, I guess you'd call it. Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Exactly what you mean.
Yeah. The shooting's really easy because it's got an auto aim on.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, so that's quite good. But there is an achievement for shooting someone in the head with the expert aim. So I need to do that at some point. But I assume you just load it up, shoot anybody, and then just reload. Because obviously you kill people in the friendlies. It goes against you, everyone hates it.
I was reminded that if you wear the bandana over your mouth, that your honor doesn't go down when you do bad stuff.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Okay.
Yeah, because no one can recognize you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
think that was Michael that said that. Yep.
Because you have to do a bunch of different challenges that opens up different outfits for you as you go along.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. So I've been slowly chipping away. I think if you do side missions, the side mission will then open up something else. I think that's basically how it works.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Not always, but sometimes you just do something and it goes, oh, that completing that mission has, opened up, part 5 of the Traveler's Garb or something or whatever, random.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of them have about 8 different parts to them.
Right. And have you tried a treasure hunters map yet?
I have one.
You have one, yep.
But I haven't looked at it yet. I got to level 2 and that's it. I got the map and was like, I'll do that at some point. Once the maps open up completely, I'll go and suss it out.
I found them quite difficult to figure out on your own. So I also only have one. I finished the game and I've not done a single treasure hunter map.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I'll do the first one and see how hard it is. I'll actually have a look because I didn't even try yet. I looked at it and went, it's basically some rocks with a cross. That's all it tells you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you get to know the map quite well. And so then you're supposed to look at the picture and go, oh, I know where that is.
Oh, I've been there before, yeah. Yeah, it's good. I find the graphics interesting. Like the facial expressions and all that sort of side of it are not that great. Like very, very of its time, I guess. But the rest of the vistas and all the sunsets and all that are really amazing. But just when it comes to detail of the horses and of the people, it's a little bit kind of dodgy.
I had to skip somehow. I mean, it's a Xbox 360
But it's an
game.
old game as well. Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Yeah, incredible.
Because Red Dead's been out for feels like 4 or 5 years, probably 4 years, maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
It's been out for years. It's been out for longer than you think. It was an Xbox One game, wasn't it?
Yeah, Red Dead 2 was an Xbox One game because it got Xbox One X enhanced.
Yeah, it's actually just got 60 FPS today. There's been an update to it today.
Ah.
Yeah.
Huh.
There you go. That popped up on my newsread. I was like, oh, that's funny. That's so funny to see that. So yeah.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Since we're all talking Red Dead and wanting to be not parts, but the land parts. What are land parts called?
Cowboys.
Naughty.
Naughty. I have done one. I stole the main the carriage that takes you around on the fast travels. I accidentally. This is again pressing button when I was pressing Y to get in the cabin. I stood in the wrong place and threw the driver off and then stole the cabin thing, the chariot.
So I wonder if the controls are kind of done on purpose so that you
do stuff.
Do these stupid things.
Because I had all sorts of people chasing me after I did it. I was like, crap.
I have some stories as well, so of similar things. So that I wonder if it's done on purpose.
Because I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, oh, shortcut, great. I'll just jump on this, and then next minute, no, like there's a big like you're wanted, and there was a $20 bounty out for me, and I just went right and just ran and just drove off into the distance, and then parked it up in the next town along. I then paid the $20 ransom to get the wanted sign off me.
Oh, it's amazing.
That is really cute. I accidentally became wanted, and my bounty was $5.
Oh $5. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, it's like, oh man, even when I do something bad, albeit by accident, that clearly don't take me seriously, $5 reward.
You just like throw
For
$5 at them. Here, have the $5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, it's fun. I haven't done much of the gaming. I tried to do the horseshoe throwing game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes?
It's not very easy. Like, actually, it's quite hard. And I played it on, like, I was doing $1 a time. I did like 4 times. I was doing $1 a game, which was supposed to be easy. And there's an achievement for getting the perfect, I don't know what they call it, where you hit the nail that's sticking out, actually hitting it perfectly with a horseshoe. I
Yeah.
was nowhere near it. Like, it was miles away every time. Yeah. So I'm sure there's a technique to it. Yeah, I'm sure there's a technique to it. Because sometimes you throw it, it's like because you go back and forth to throw it. Like on the right stick.
Yes.
Or left stick maybe, go right back, and then you press X or something, that's when you let go. And sometimes I'd do the same motion twice, and one would go really far away, and one would go along the floor. And I was like, but but why? Like,
maybe you should just stick to your guns.
I know, exactly, yeah, stick to my guns, yeah. But yeah, I want on my next mission to take out some leopards without being hurt by a leopard. And my first experience with leopards was them killing me immediately, so I was like, okay, so I need to.
They're very difficult.
Yeah, they're quite difficult, yeah. I was saving someone else from being killed. They died, and then the leopards turned and killed me. I was like, right, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, good fun.
It is fun, yeah. I don't like the travelling thing. I think that's a bit nuts, how long it takes to get around places, but...
It's very realistic.
I don't want realistic. I'm playing a computer game.
Well, yeah. That's I would almost argue that Red Dead realistic is its genre.
Yeah. Do you think it's like movies? I was actually thinking about this. Is it like the movies? Movies used to be slow. It used to be like a steady pace of going around and things happen. And now everything's just action, 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 isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if it's like that. I wonder if it's one of those things where games now have the action constantly, whereas older games, you know, you just sat there for 2 days going from one side of the map to the other.
Yep.
I wonder if it's that.
But I mean, it's also, if you watch a Western movie, it's kind of that slow plod, you know?
Yeah, sure. But there's normally like dialogue and things happening, isn't there?
Yeah.
Whereas
but
me sat on a horse following a path, tapping A, is not
Wait,
the most
hang on.
exciting thing to be doing.
Does your horse have no name?
I have not named my horse. Should I name my horse? I might call him Lightning because he's really fast.
Okay, so you're sitting on a horse with no name.
No, horse and a name. Should I name my horse?
No, I don't.
You know, it's really confusing. There's a type of horse called Morgan, which I didn't know. It's a type of breed, and I stumbled across one while I was playing Red Dead 2. And I thought its name was Morgan, but no. Horse is just, it's a Morgan horse.
It's a Morgan horse, like a car. It's Morgan.
Like a car.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm confused by the horse naming. Did you name your horse?
I can name my horses, yes.
But are you like how? Do you just like mentally go right? This horse is now called Fred, and then that's it, or is there a process?
There's a
just
process,
decide.
yeah. Yeah, it's a feature.
What? I need to name my horse.
Do you have to be at a
Yeah.
certain horse level to name it, or can you just find
I
any
don't.
random
I
horse? and
like
name
my
it?
horse at the moment because you can buy upgrades. I had a war horse for a while. That was quite cool.
Yes. Can you send a screenshot, please? I like looking at horses.
Oh yeah, I'll send you a screenshot of my horse.
I'm a
It's
typical girl.
He's like a lighter colour horse because he's fast and he's not a war horse, so he's not very heavy.
Oh.
Super fast.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I haven't done any screenshots from the game because it's not that pretty, the game. Some of the sunsets are cool, but I'm like, we always send sunsets into the screenshots places. So, you know,
But it's not a competition now.
no, but
You're
still,
just, yeah.
it's still
Stick with it. Stick with the sunset theme. Just send more.
okay.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Well, I think we should reset the watermelon thing, eh? Can we do that?
What do you mean reset it?
Let's put everyone back to 0.
Ah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't exist anymore, that watermelon thing. Like it was actually a whole a little robot guy that
Does it-
counted
but-
the robots.
Does he still work in legacy mode?
No, because
Oh.
the watermelon guy he got sick of all the changes all the time. It was too hard to keep up with the API changes, so he just stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Pity. because it was
I used
good
to
fun.
pay for that system at one point.
Pay for the watermelons. That's how you got so many.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I was paying for it, I got 1,000 watermelons or something ridiculous. Yeah, that's right. But you know, you
know
can all
that.
pay for it if you wanted to. Nothing's stopping you.
Oh, good to know.
But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool game. I'm enjoying it. It's quite a very chilled sort of game.
Yes, very.
And
It's amusing that you found it now because it would have been a perfect back to your backlog game.
I've decided it's going to continue playing it through my backlog.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Very
the game
good.
that you've started that you're going to finish.
I started in 2014, so I feel like it's a bit leeway. It was 9 years ago, so I feel like playing it now is okay.
Yep, no, fair enough.
Yep. If you're umming and ahhing about whether that counts as a backlog game, you're good. You're fine.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. I was actually tempted because Alan Wake 2 is coming out
Yeah.
soon, October 17th. Actually, it came out today, Carl. You know, we were talking about it yesterday.
Yep.
So they actually released it today and said 17th of October.
Yeah,
So the
that's
guy
exciting.
didn't get fired. He actually was right. So I was thinking maybe Alan Wake could be a good game to play
Oh, yes.
because I never
Finish
actually
that.
finished that game. Just do the story.
Cool.
Of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts because I do have the remastered edition on my wish list. But I've heard it's creepier than the other games.
Other
So-
games like what other games?
Control and
Oh, by far.
Quantum.
Oh,
Break.
very
Is
much
it?
so. Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
the
might not.
basic premise is when you're outside and it's dark, you go from lamppost to lamppost under the lights, and anything can happen in between the lights because it's pitch black.
okay.
Yeah. So
good to know.
that's what you kind of because that's why you have a torch. That's why we see a picture of him with a torch. So
Yeah.
if he's in the dark, he's in trouble. Basically, that's how it works.
Like Blair Witch.
Like Blair Witch,
Yes.
yeah, a bit like that. Yeah.
Very scary.
Yes. But it's not too. I didn't find it too scary. It's just a bit unnerving trying to get from lamppost to lamppost.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why
Okay.
I stopped playing it. I'm not sure why I stopped playing it. It's quite slow, maybe. The game's a bit slow. I don't know. I got distracted by something, I suspect.
Yes, too many games.
Mm-hmm. I like the Back to Battle doing 360 games. I think that's quite an interesting thing to do. Go back to 360 games.
Oh, yep. Go back through the 360 games.
That will be a slog though, Lee. I don't do that.
Not all of them, just ones that you've kind of started and go, this is actually a really good 360 game. I should probably finish it. You know, that sort of. Like the original Bioshock I started playing. I never completed it.
Oh, yep.
Oh well, that's my 2 cents. They're slow games, and
They are slow games, yeah, that's right. Yeah, which is probably why in 1 month playing them for a bit is good. Not all the time because they are quite slow. You're just going, okay.
yeah,
I'm just
that's
gonna-
true.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to let my dog in because he's back in the door.
No
Okay,
worries.
It's like,
just mark that
Who's
off.
gonna go next, Carl? You or me?
I think you should continue the Red Dead theme that's going on here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if no one cares about Red Dead, then they can skip to the end.
Yeah. Then they can just skip because there won't be any. There's no Red Dead at the end.
That's right. What is your game?
Dun dun dun.
Fine. I don't even remember, and I live with you.
So that's a problem.
Okay, cool. I'll go next. So I played Red Dead 2 this week. You know
So it's
how
Red Dead week.
it's been a Red Dead week. It's been a very red week. You know how I say that Red Dead is its own genre in a way that everything is realistically slow?
Yep.
Well, Red Dead 2 is even more so.
Hmm.
Everything is slow. It's almost to the point where you have to go to the loo once a day. Not quite, but
oh, one of
But-
those games.
it's almost like that. So you manage everything, including, say, it's a hot day and you're dressed for the winter. Oh, well, there your stats go down. Crazy. So, as an example, if you open a chest of drawers, say you're feeling like you're in a looting mood, and it's a 4 chest of drawers, you have to push a button for each drawer to open, and then you push a button to close each drawer individually.
Oh my word, that's
Ah.
painful.
And sometimes the top 2 are 2 individual drawers, so it's 3, 4, 5.
Oh man.
Obviously closing them is optional, but you open, you take, you open, take, open take. That's how slow it is.
Oh, man. So they really want you to just take your time with this game.
Oh, it's like real life. It's like a second life, like a second cowboy life.
Second cowboy laugh.
Podcast.
It's unbelievable. And I keep coming across more realism as I'm playing. Sometimes when you're fighting, your hat falls off. And you don't get it back unless you go home. So you either, if it falls off and you've noticed and you find it on the ground, you can pick it up and put it back on. Otherwise, you're riding around without a hat until you go home. You have to shave your beard
What happens
when
if
it gets too long.
Can you
No
just,
joke.
Can you just not shave the beard and just grow it out?
You can. I don't know what happens, but maybe people will treat you a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do with me, you mean?
Well,
Actually,
not so many words.
it's a scraggly beard. It's nothing like yours at all. So, but besides, he looks really good with a shorter beard. So, that was an easy decision. Meat rots if you don't sell it fast enough. So you chuck it on the back of your horse, skinned, and if you don't find a place to sell it, it'll rot, and you get. I don't remember if it's worthless.
Something I found interesting in Red Dead is you can carry as much stuff as you like, as far as I can work out. There doesn't seem to be a limit to. Because I killed. Oh, some horses were there, so I thought, well, I'll skin the horses. Then I had like a deer I skinned and a few dogs, and I was carrying all this gear. And at one point I thought, well, it's going to slow me down, isn't it, all this stuff? No, doesn't care. Just.
Are you carrying it on your person?
Oh, no idea. It just goes into inventory. Doesn't actually.
Right. Red Dead
anything.
2 is not like that.
Yeah.
So I killed a deer, and then I popped the deer on the horse, on the back, and there's no way I could fit another deer on top of that. Oh, so yeah, nuts. Now in Red Dead 1, if your horse dies, you run around for a little bit, and eventually your horse kind of resurrects and you can whistle for it again.
So my horse got killed by a dog or something, and I tried to get a new one back. He said, no, you have to go back home to get it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's annoying. But then all of a sudden I tried it again like 2 minutes later and it disappeared.
That's right.
So they obviously fixed it or changed it, so it's not as annoying.
Possibly. They in Red Dead 2 that doesn't happen.
Okay.
Your horse is dead and he's not coming back.
Oh, wow.
So last night I was running around on my horse, which I had recently bought, by the way. My beautiful Palomino, who I'd named, and I've forgotten the name now. Oh, I'm a terrible owner.
It's like she's dead to you.
Anyway. I would be hurt if I knew that there wasn't a worse story coming up. Okay, so this horse died because I was running around and found a bunch of wild horses, and I thought, well, why not add more horses? I love horses, so any horse I come across, I'm gonna try and catch. Plus, every time you study a horse, it goes into your little journal and you learn more about it. And of course, I want to fill that out. And it was all a blur, but my horse tripped over another horse and broke its leg.
Oh, no.
And now this is new in Red Dead 2. I'm hovering over the horse and I have a chance to revive it. But that option is grayed out, which I presume means that I don't have the resources to revive my horse.
Sounds like it, yeah.
And so I think, well, he's got a broken leg. I can't ride him. So my only other option is to take him out of his misery, which I did. And assuming the game was like Red Dead 1, I thought, well, give it a couple minutes and my horse will come back. And he never did. So he is dead meat.
Dead meat. Did you skin him and all that as well?
Yeah, you can't.
Ah.
You can't. So there's a very specific feature of the game where your saddle is your life. So you can borrow other horses and you'd be hopping on their saddle, but your saddle is still your saddle, and it has all your stuff on it. And the way you change from one horse being your main horse to another horse is you pick up that saddle and you put it on the other horse. Now, what it seems like I need to do is find another horse, and I do have one in the stable, but it's miles away. Bring that horse to the dead horse, pick up the saddle, and put it on the new horse. I think that's what I have to do.
Can you get one of the wild horses? Or they all disappeared?
I couldn't find them afterwards. And Kyle and my sister were watching me. I went all over these hills and they were gone. And they probably saw what happened, what I did to my horse.
Well,
and
did you
just
shoot? If you gunshot scares horses, doesn't it? They'll run away. RDR1 does the same. They disappear when there's a gunshot.
That's true. I didn't use my gun. I used my knife.
Yeah, there was no
okay.
guns. Simone looked at her horse on the floor. It was whimpering and its legs were flopping about and it looked really sad. And Simone goes, I can't heal it. And then just shoves a knife into this horse. And both myself and Simone's sister go, oh, whoa, okay. Well, that was a bit extreme.
So I'm really worried now. Scarred for life. If you are listening, am I missing something? Can I get this horse back? Or is it gone forever? I'm a bit sad.
So Cobra
'cause
Toddy
he was
seems to know
beautiful.
stuff about it. He says there's stuff you can get for your horse.
Yeah, so you can.
But that's probably before you've knifed it, though.
You can change its mane. You can change the mane color. You can get dreadlocks on the horse. There are over 100 different types of saddles, and you can change the color of them. You can change the color of the horn that you hold on in the front. You can change the color and style of the stirrups.
Did you look into anything to do with keeping horses alive, or just purely cosmetics?
No, just named him and said, "Come on, I bought you now."
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. So then I went on a mission to find a new horse because I felt like going back to the stable was out of the question. It was far too far away, and the map compared to number 1 is massive.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the middle of nowhere because I was following a quest chain. And so the options are you can go back to the stable, you can capture a wild horse and tame it, or you can steal one. Now, I was near-ish a town. There was already a $10 bounty on my head. So nobody likes me. $10, yeah. So no one was around. And I thought, well, I wandered around looking for wild horses for ages. Nothing. And so I thought, like, well, I'm going to have to steal one because I'm not going back to that stable. That'll take me maybe 40 minutes real life time to run back to that stable. So I thought I'm going to have to steal one. But I felt terrible doing it. And I can't explain my actions. All right. But I'd come to the conclusion that the next person I pass on the road, I will kill and steal their horse. Okay?
Wow, you've
happen.
changed. You've changed.
That didn't happen. But I did come across a small, tiny little one-person farm. Kind of looked like a hobbit home. And I thought, this guy's got to have a horse. Perhaps he's got it lying around and I can just hop on the horse.
So you picked on someone weak. Is that what you went for? You were like, these look weak. I might just steal their horse. They've almost got nothing anyway, so what are they going to do? This horse?
I was hoping to steal the horse and not kill him.
Okay.
And as I walked past, he greeted me quite friendly. And the controls are finicky. I tried to greet him back. And
You knifed him.
I just had my gun out. Okay? I wasn't doing anything with it. But kind of like The Witcher, if you walk around with your sword out, people get really, really scared. So I greeted him, but the fact that I was just waving my pistol around made me look quite threatening. And so his demeanor completely changed. And then he started shooting at me.
Oh, Jesus.
So I had to take him out. And I can't explain my actions, okay? I have him on the ground. He's at my mercy. And I have options. I could let him go. I could beat him, shoot him, or I could execute him. And I don't know why, but I decided to execute him
Wow.
with my knife. So he's dead. And it turns out he doesn't own a horse at all. And it gets worse. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I'd been playing too long and things had stopped becoming real because his dog was there drinking, having a drink. And I thought, okay, I have this journal, which I'd love to complete. And I bet dog meat is on the list of journal entries. and so I took out the dog as well.
Jesus.
For nothing, because there was no horse to steal as well. And then I had to quit the game and sit on the bed next to Kyle and confess what I had done. And I said I had to stop playing because I didn't feel very well.
Oh,
I'm really, really sorry.
I'm really, really sorry. It's like confession now. This is awesome.
I can't even explain my actions because I could have just let the guy go.
Yeah,
But I
so you could have
didn't.
just beaten him and then taken his horse, which he didn't have, but you just hit him across the head.
That's
walked away.
right. But yeah, no,
No.
I
Maybe
executed
we
him.
didn't take the knife off you.
Just knife across the throat.
oh.
Yeah.
Is this killing your reputation doing all this?
Yeah.
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 Oh, word.
I can't explain it.
Wow.
But by the
Maybe
way,
some
the
counselling.
$10 bounty on my head is not because I killed someone. I pushed the wrong button and shot a crate, a wooden crate, and apparently that counts as vandalism. So yeah, $10 because I broke a crate with a bullet.
Oh, luckily they don't know your other crimes.
I know. And like, I think he lived alone. He didn't have a family or anything. I
won't be
really hope he
missed.
didn't have a family.
He won't be missed,
because,
then it'll be fine. It's okay.
well, what if his wife was out getting groceries?
Yeah, or maybe
No, I
he's
don't.
like,
No, I don't want to
maybe
talk
he's a
about it
single
anymore.
Dad. Maybe he's a single dad.
Oh, no.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Poor
That's
farmer.
the loving pet that you just
No,
killed.
no,
The
I've had enough.
The daughter's going to come home. She's like, Daddy's dead. Oh, the dog's dead. Who did this? What monster did this?
Oh, this poor farmer. He's like, oh, look, no one comes to visit me anymore.
Oh, look, a nice young lady,
person.
a young man come to visit me. Bit straggly
Yep.
bearded, but that's okay.
Yeah. And
I
that-
think it was worse that he started off so friendly as well. And it was my fault for waving the gun around that got him scared. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah, like-
so sorry. And I can't even promise I'm going to go back to the game now. I've done that, and I saved that. Carl asked if I could go back to another save, but that save is like 4 hours ago. So no.
Horse dying.
Pre-horse dying, pre-horse purchasing and naming as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Surely
it's quite
it's auto
something.
save.
Yeah.
You can do it, Kyle. It's okay. Kyle does it.
Does it auto save? It definitely does a quick resume, which has been
It's
really
weird.
good.
So save because RDR saving is really weird.
Yeah, it's old fashioned.
You have to kind of. I had to go and spend $5 to rent a room to save when I wanted to get out one night. I was like, I'm finished playing. I was like, I don't know when it saved last because you don't really save unless you finish a mission. So if you're just mooching around doing things, it doesn't actually save the game, does it?
No.
No, there's no auto save. Whereas
There
Bioshock
is.
does have an auto save.
There is a save
Is it?
if you complete a mission, it will saves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and before you start a mission, it saves. But if you finish a mission and then go on a mooch, I don't know, looking for a hat or something for 2 hours, you'll lose that whole 2 hours because you're not only doing anything to make it save.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That,
Which happened
that
to me
sounds
because
about right.
what happened? I don't know. Maybe I just turned the game off like you do nowadays, and then went
Yeah,
back
just
again,
turn them
and I
off.
was like, "Oh, I've lost like half an hour of gaming. That's weird because I didn't actually save it."
Yeah, good old games, eh?
That's right. So now I have to go and rent a room or something, or make sure I finish a mission and then see the saving word in the corner and then jump out. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. And then I was
Um,
watching
you
Simone
can-
play as well.
I
And
never
she
get
had
any interesting stories like that.
Yeah,
just
sorry,
gotta-
I'm just an interesting story magnet.
just got to lean into being a bad guy, Lee.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she found a bunny. Was it a bunny or a hare or something that you shot and skinned?
Mm,
And then she's walking around with the skinned rabbit across her shoulder.
possum, yeah.
The possum trying to see
American
if you
possum.
could sell it, decides to make a campfire, and the game must have glitched because her character just threw the skin possum onto the hill, and it goes into like this amazing cutscene where it like swoops over the hills and sees you making a campfire in the distance, and like it's supposed to be the super peaceful like cinematic of like, look at this guy making a campfire, and it's supposed to be in the middle of nowhere, so it really shows the fact that you're alone. And as it's swooping down, you just see the skinned possum rolling down the hill.
I did record it because I didn't notice it at the time, so I'll post it and have a look.
That's so funny. I'm pretty sure they've done the controls on purpose like this so that you end up with these fantastic stories.
Yep.
Yeah. It's hard work being a cowboy.
Right.
What is interesting is in Red Dead 1, you're playing a guy that is trying to redeem himself. He's trying to be a good guy now.
Yes.
In Red Dead 2, you're playing a man that is 100% a bad guy. He's in a gang. They steal stuff for a living. So yeah, it's not an excuse because I still felt terrible. It does change some story options that I'm choosing to make. I will choose the more evil route, role playing as this guy.
Yeah, it's interesting because you can actually play evil if you want to. It has
You
that
can,
kind
so-
of Paragon system like it does in Mass Effect.
It does or doesn't?
It does. It does.
Yeah, it has an honor system.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
So as part of the story, there's a guy that comes up to you and he recognizes you from a terrible incident that happened in Blackwater. And you say, no, you've got me confused with somebody else. And he says, no, it's definitely you. And so you say, well, come over, we'll have a chat. And he runs off on his horse.
I'm
So
not
you
surprised.
chase
I
him
would if
down.
I was talking to you.
No, this is before.
Oh,
This is before I had cold-blooded murder on my hands. He runs off and you have to go chase him. And he gets flung off his horse. His horse stops suddenly, flung off, and he's holding on for dear life at the edge of a cliff. And he says, oh, no, you're right. I don't recognize you. Please, can you help me up? And you get a choice to help him up or kill him. And I thought, well, I'm playing this guy. It's very important that he not recognize me in this new place where, we've tried to kind of make a new life for ourselves. So in that role-playing role as a bad guy, I stomped on his feet, stomped on his hands to have him fall.
Huh.
And I didn't feel guilty about that.
I think you've changed. I think you've changed, Simone.
This was before. This was before the
No, this is
innocent
a
old man.
precursor. That's like a precursor.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. So yeah, and that was story related. You get that choice whether you kill him or keep him alive. But I felt like I'm Arthur. I know where I stand. I know why we're here, and I don't want to jeopardize. And no one knows this guy, and he fell off a cliff. Oopsie.
Oops. I just happened to be there when he fell off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't kill him. The gravity did.
That's right. The floor killed him.
Yeah, the floor
Ah.
killed him.
The short stop at the end killed him.
Yeah.
I have a question
That's
for
right.
you. Can you? I don't remember this from earlier. So, you sometimes see people stood on the side of the road going, "Help, help, help," and they're like at world events. So, as one was a bloke, and I was like, "Oh yeah." So I got off the horse, and he jumped on my horse and stole my horse. So I shot him in the back because he was stealing my horse, and in -10 honor. I'm like, but wait a minute, he stole my horse. So I shot him to stop him stealing my horse, and I get the -10 honor. There's a few of those kind of things set up. Was like one was a woman stood there, so I went up to it, and then these 3 guys appeared from up behind a caravan, and then all shot me. All of them shot me exactly the same time. I died immediately. I was like, oh, this is really interesting. So I can't kill them, but they can kill me. I was thinking, like, this is a weird honor thing going on.
It is interesting, isn't it? So my sister, she's not a gamer. So anything I do in video games kind of shocks her. And I came across a woman on the side of the road. who needed help, and I got off my horse, and my sister's watching me, and I approach her hesitantly, and I accept her request for help. And Jessica goes, why are you so unsure? Because I kind of back away from her with my gun out, just in case something happens. I've played Red Dead 1. But she was legit. Her horse had died, and basically she was asking me for a ride back to town. Now, I thought, okay, that's fine. And so the instructions are to lead her to my horse and say, hop on. But before I do that, I have a look over her horse and I loot it. And now she's not impressed. So then no, but she's not impressed now. She stormed off. And my sister said, is that because you looted her horse? You said you were going to help her and then you stole from her. I'd be miffed too. So then I felt doubly bad. I don't know, well. And I said, well, she might have been a baddie.
It's a looser shooter almost.
No. Well, just think of it from a role-playing point of view. I said she might have been a baddie. I had to watch my back. Turns out she wasn't a baddie.
You are.
But my sister doesn't care about that.
Oh, that's so
I just
funny.
stole from this lady.
Oh, it's funny.
It is funny because it happens in Red Dead as well. The first one that happens. I think that's happened to me. Where it's all gone wrong because of one little action. They all just get really angry and start shooting you. It's like, whoa, okay.
Do you remember an early mission where this one guy's getting hung? And you have to take out the other guys? Yeah, well, trust me, I shot the guy that was hanging. By accident. That's how bad I am at this game.
I didn't realise, because I think there's like 3 guys. So I was trying to shoot the 3 guys. And by the time I killed the 3 guys, the guy hanging was dead.
Yeah, you have to shoot the rope, eh?
You have to shoot the rope, yeah. Then there was a mission, because that taught me a lesson then. Then there was a mission where you rescue the daughter, I think it is, who gets kidnapped. The one that runs a farm, she gets kidnapped. It's the same thing, she's getting hung. So I was ignoring everybody and trying to shoot the stupid rope on a horse. It's not very easy, because you're moving around and you're like shooting the tree, like can't shoot the girl, because obviously the whole mission would fail. And yeah, I did it. I was like quite chuffed with myself in the end, but yeah, it was a real nightmare. I was getting closer and closer to her as I was doing it, not kind of smoothly.
Yes. Oh, that's good. It's interesting that the mission would have failed had she died.
Yeah, well,
my one was
that was a world event. It was a world event, so it doesn't count. But this was one of the main missions. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you kill her, then obviously it's a story killer. So they restart it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which has happened a few times. I was sneaking around some mines. I cleared a mine, killed everybody. And then there's this guy in the distance. I was like, who's that? And it was actually the guy I'd helped get into the mine. I shot him. And he was actually, he was actually my mate. But he was hiding. He was doing something weird and he was moving around. I was like, oh, there's a guy there. So I shot him. Mission failed, start again. I was like, I just spent all this time clearing the whole mine. Picked up all the gear. I was doing really well. And then I shot the main man. I was like, okay.
Yep.
Dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
It's cool. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying it.
It reminds me of Witcher in the way that, a lot of the stories are unpredictable. A lot happens that you don't really predict. In Red Dead 2 at least. It's reminding me of The Witcher. And when I played Red Dead 1, I'd never played The Witcher, so I couldn't really compare it to anything.
Yeah, so I was on mission was looking let's go. This guy was looking for his girl Alice. I was like, oh yeah, I'll help you find your girl Alice. I went and found it. Alice was actually a horse. So there was this woman with the horse going, oh yeah, that crazy fool, he loves his horse.
Kyle, that's the story I told you about.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I can't remember why she had the horse. I can't remember why she had the horse. And that was the one where I accidentally kicked her off the horse. And then she took my horse and shot me. That was when I started again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the story. But yeah, then going back and he was basically kind of really uncomfortably close to that horse.
He loves that horse.
He loves that horse. Yeah. And I thought it was the character was really good. It had a really good character, the girl. And she just walked off into the distance. Like, I expected more from the girl. I expected like more of a story off her.
You should have given her a kiss.
She disappeared. She ran away.
Oh.
It's really sad. I tried to, but she just kept walking.
Maybe that's why she just disappeared. This weird cowboy that I've never met.
Yes. Helping guys get horses.
Yes. That's right. Despite my sexy cowboy hat, she didn't want to kiss.
No.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, I just remembered cowboy hats. Mine got flung off. Now, during a bar fight, I knocked the hat off somebody else, and there was an option to swap hats with him.
Oh, nice.
And I had to restart that mission because at the time I'm like, oh, I'll take that hat. My mate was getting pummeled to death. And he died.
You're
So I
like looking
had
in the
to-
mirror, putting the hat on, going, well, I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't even a good hat. So I had to restart that mission and ignore the hat and save my friend.
Oh,
Yep. Yep. What a good
Carl.
night for stories.
Carl, have you played Red Dead at all? The first one?
I played the
Oh,
first
you
one
played
for
for like
a
2
little
minutes,
bit.
didn't you? Yeah,
Yeah, I got the first achievement and I was like, oh no, no, thank you. This reminds me of a Western movie. I just can't.
Oh, do you like Westerns?
Oh no.
I
They're
love
so
Western
slow.
movies. I love Western movies. Okay.
And Clint
Interesting.
Eastwood just looks the same in all of them.
Yes, he's amazing. And what's his Wayne? What's his name?
John Wayne.
John Wayne. Yeah.
Oh my word.
I watched the recent one. It was Nick Cage as in a Western. That was quite good. That came out this year.
Oh, no, that'd be brilliant.
Interesting.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. It's Nick Cage. I've kind of got into Nick Cage now. He's the man now. I'm watching
Oh,
all
yes,
his
he-
movies.
You're only like 10 years too late. Nick Cage is the man. He's
He
the
is the
same
man.
person in every movie.
Yeah, so I know because I watched him in a vampire movie recently that came out this year, and he was It was Count Dracula. It was hilarious.
Oh,
A
wow.
really, really bad Romanian accent. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Lots of blood.
Yeah,
Lots of gore.
he shouldn't. He shouldn't do accents. What movie did we watch the other day, Carl? I hadn't seen Face.
Oh, Face
Face
Off.
Off.
That's a
Yeah, 'cause
classic movie. Classic
He has to
movie.
put on an accent for that one.
Yeah.
There's that.
It's
He puts on
something.
an accent for Con Air.
Oh, it was Con Air. Sorry.
Con Air he puts the accent on for.
Yep.
What accents
Yep.
he got on Con Air?
He's supposed to be Midwestern or like
Yeah.
Southern or something.
Ah,
Look here, little lady.
God.
So
he just
bad.
sounded like a
The
doofus.
Southern drawl. almost,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Have you seen that skit about Nicolas Cage where he's getting scripts for movies and his agent calls him up? He's like, this movie, it's going to be terrible. And he goes, yes. It's like,
Let's do it.
the agent called him up and like, we have a movie for you. And he gives the worst plot ever. And Nick Cage is like, yes. And then at the end, the agent's just crying. He's like, as he calls, he's like, Nick. And Nick's like, I'll do it. And just hangs up, like, just not even hearing about the movie. Just like,
Does
yes,
not
I'll do the
care.
movie.
Have you been on IMDb to see about movies he's done? It's insane.
Oh,
he does like 4 or
ridiculous.
5 movies a year quite easily.
He just says yes to everything.
It's amazing.
It's so funny.
Maybe he just really likes acting, doesn't
Yeah,
care
well-
about his career, and just is like, I
Well, that
find
his,
this
his career
so
is to
fun,
act. He's like, this is amazing. I can do this all day long.
and he gets paid for
He
it.
gets paid for it. He gets paid well for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
great
funny.
because his son is also the frontman of a death metal band.
Band.
So whenever he goes out with his son, it's Nick Cage, and then it's like this really skinny goth dude next to him. That's his son, and he's like the happiest man in the world. He's hanging out with his son, and there's just this goth guy, just like complete black corpse makeup, everything, just
Amazing.
scowling at the world. And you're like, what a happy family.
So- Kyle, what game have you been playing else of a game?
I've been stuck in Jedi Fallen Order still.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
Stuck into that. Really enjoying it, actually. I'm getting my handle on the combat. Since reframing my
frog?
mind,
How's the frog? Is he all right?
I've left him. I've left the frog for now. Apparently, I can't do him yet. So I've taken that into consideration. And the idea of you're a Padawan, and so the controls are going to be hard, and things are going to be hard because you're a Padawan and you're reconnecting with the Force. You know, you're taking the Force out on coffee dates, you know, getting to know each other again,
Building a
You're gently-
relationship.
gently reaching across and brushing the Force's hand as you reach for the bill, and then blushing. You know, you're just getting to know the Force. So that's helped me reframe it to not get so
To
frustrated with the game.
accept it, yeah. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I've left Bogano and I'm now gone on to the other planet where you meet Saul Guerrera,
Oh, yeah.
and they're obviously having a fight, and then you jump into this AT-AT.
This is
AT-AT.
on Kashyyyk.
I think it's Kashyyyk, yeah. That's where all the Wookiees are, eh?
Mm.
So yeah, you jump into the water on Kashyyyk. You're still in
Yes, I was
AT-AT.
trying to remember where you were. That's right, because there's lots of tunnels and stuff, isn't there? It's like a foresty area.
Yeah,
Is that
lots
right
of
when you're
forest.
coming in? Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
So yeah, then you drive the AT-AT, you shoot people. It's great fun. And then the AT-AT dies.
That's right. Yeah,
Kyle.
because that's like the storming into the place to get the place back in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic intro to the mission because it feels all super action packed. Climb up the AT-AT and you see how big they are and all
Kyle, my word, stop it, please. You're really annoying me.
that.
He's doing it on purpose. That's what he's doing.
I know he is. He's looking for excuses.
And you're on Kashyyyk, meeting the Wookiees.
The
One thing I
Wookiees?
noticed,
You just
the
got
Wookiees-
really Afrikaans then.
oh, the Wookiees, they all look very malnourished. They're very skinny, big heads
Yep.
though, but very like you just want to give them a
Well,
burger
they were
or something.
all in prison, weren't they? Weren't
Even
they
the ones that
there's a
aren't in
whole
prison.
bunch of them in prison, though.
Yeah, there's a
like-
bunch in prison that you have to
Release,
rest.
Yeah, that's right.
But the ones that are just not in prison, that are fighting against the Empire,
Maybe they're
they
lean.
also
Maybe they're a lean sort of people.
wow, word.
They're tall, but I found that in Fallen Order they look particularly unwell. I think not
It's been
from
long
a
war.
not from a story point of view. I feel like their models were not so good.
Yeah. You look at it and you go, maybe I should have brought burgers to Kashyyyk. Just, help them
Wookiee
out.
burgers.
Do you think they eat porgs?
Oh,
Oh, they
yeah.
do actually,
I do.
don't they?
Wookiees eat people as well, remember, from the Star Wars movies?
Do they?
Yeah, Han Solo has a story about Chewie ate someone.
Oh, really? I forgot about that.
Yeah. They're supposed to be big and ferocious. And
Yeah.
then somehow people have just turned them into these cuddly, extra long teddy bears.
So I have no love for Wookiees, to be honest. I think they're a bit gross.
They're a bit annoying. They don't talk properly. They just go "Arr!" at you. And you're like, cool, what does that mean?
Well, Cal does say that, doesn't he?
It's quite
He
racist
does,
of
he
you to
says,
say
"I
that.
can't."
Come on.
It is racist, actually, Kyle. Come on.
Oh, well. The Wookiees need to learn English so that I can understand them.
But
know- I
Solo
wonder if they
can,
can.
Solo can speak Wookiee.
Yeah, most people can.
Hmm.
Only I can't, it seems. I don't know why. I didn't get the manual.
Yeah. Can you speak Klingon or anything like that?
Ach, bach, dach, dach, ach. There we
It's
go.
just German, Kyle.
It's close enough. Oh, man. No, this Jedi Fallen Order, it's quite a good game. I'm unlocking things and making my lightsaber look pretty and not wearing any ponchos.
Good.
Who
You're such a
decided?
rebel.
Who decided to put ponchos in this game? At no point have I seen a Jedi wearing a poncho and gone, man, he looks cool.
It is interesting, isn't it? Because it's not like it has a hood. It is
No.
just a poncho.
And
Not too dissimilar from the poncho that you can wear in Red Dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. Why do you wear a poncho? Surely that'll get in the way of your laser sword fighting.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they added a poncho. It's so
I'm
weird.
I'm not sure.
some
what
of
to
them
say.
are-
I feel like you need to move on with this conversation. I don't-
Some of them are waterproof, which I suppose has some benefits.
Interesting.
Keeps his little neck warm when he's running around.
So yeah,
That's-
it's
I'm
quite a
glad.
fun game. I'm still playing on Jedi Knight. I haven't dropped it down to story mode yet.
yeah, you've got far to
Good.
go yet. You've got a way to go yet. It's when you get into the tunnels that's when it gets annoying. I found.
Yeah.
So I think
And
I did all that on Jedi Knight.
No. Yep. So the interesting thing about this game is, it's very linear. If you have a look at the maps are all kind of like tunnels. You go from one point to the next point, but then when you finish the story, you have to go backwards to get back to your ship. And it's weird because normally I'm expecting, if it's linear, that you get to the end and then there's like a
It's
shortcut to
not
take you to
really
back to your ship.
linear. It is sometimes that does happen. Sometimes it's not that linear. Sometimes like the caves are not linear at all. They're just a mess, and you're not getting
one-
lost because you look at the
the
map
one
and it's
on-
like different levels, but you can't really work out the levels properly from the map.
Yeah, but
There's
if you
lots
have
of-
a look at the second planet that you're on, it's not Kashyyyk, it's where you go into the-
Zepho.
Zepho, that's the one. If you look at the map there's lots of different levels to it, but you get to a point where you have to go backwards. Halfway through the map, you have to just retrace your steps all the way back to your ship. In a linear game, the other linear games I've played, this is the game that not explaining things well enough, in my opinion.
It's,
Other
no, it
linear
has,
games, you get to the
definitely,
end, and then there's like, oh, a shortcut's opened up, or you've noticed a way, and it kind of like almost quick travel back to the beginning.
It does that in some places. There is that in some places.
It-
There's like random lifts that you turn on, which will then get you from
Yeah.
bottom to top again, things like that. But most of it is just you getting lost in the caves.
Yes, so
That's-
lost.
Yeah, no, it's a very frustrating thing about the game. I was saying.
Yeah. So that takes a bit of getting used to the fact that you got to backtrack quite a bit. Otherwise, it's quite fun. I enjoy killing the stormtroopers. There's just so many of them, and there's so many cool ways to kill them.
That's right. Yeah.
So there's lots of fun just being a Jedi. I can't wait until I get my double-sided lightsaber and I can pretend to be Darth Maul.
That's right. Double-sided
Absolutely.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to be great fun.
Sounds like double-sided sticky tape. That does when you say it like that. That's all.
The death on both ends.
Yes.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this, and this is a gripe I have with Star Wars, and like since Disney took over it, is that, you know, you're on the planet, you meet Saul Guerrero. We've met Saul in Rogue One, and he's fighting the Empire. These constant big characters that you're intersecting with all the time. Like I think even Simone mentioned you might meet Chewie on Kashyyyk.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. You know, you get these big characters in Star Wars that when you watch the movies, they're off doing these heroic things. And then you play this game and you're crossing paths with them. It feels like they're shrinking the Star Wars universe on purpose. It makes everything feel really, really small. Like, why can't Carl just be off on his own adventure? No one attached to the stories at all. And then people talk to him and he hears stories. Oh, did you hear Luke did this? Or, oh, Darth Vader's doing this in the background. Or Chewie's gone off with old Han or something. You know, they can talk about the characters as if they are the big characters that they are. But the fact that you meet them and you intersect and work with them, it kind of just makes the universe really small.
Would you feel the same if I hadn't mentioned Chewie? Because I don't think he
I don't
is in the
think
game.
Chewie's in it. No, I don't think so.
No, it started with the woman who fetches you from the first planet, and then her master was there at Order 66, and she was trying to save the younglings, and then they know about this planet, and you know it's all too convenient. And then she used to be a Jedi, so it seems every second person is going to be a Jedi or have some relation to being Jedi or knowing the Jedi Order or something like that. No one's just a random going, I heard about the Jedi. They were pretty cool. I don't like the Empire. I will help you out because I prefer the Jedi. They're all like, oh, yes, my cousin's aunt's babysitter's uncle was a youngling that survived Order 66. And I'll call him up on the phone and, you know, you'll call him. And when you meet him.
Do you think you're overthinking this a bit? Because
I
at the end of
could
the
be.
day, stories only work if there is coincidences happening that you kind of meet with people to kind of kick the story on.
Yeah, but in a universe like Star Wars, you're expecting there to be a lot going on at the time. The Empire is taking over a lot of planets. They're fighting. There's the Resistance coming up. It's not just one Resistance. It's not just one. You know, it seems very small. It's a bit of.
Dude, I don't
I
think it is.
don't
I think
agree
it's-
with you.
It kicks the story on. That's what it's doing. Like you meet important characters because they have important information for you to help you continue your little quest on that you're doing. That's
Yeah,
why you
okay,
meet the
but-
important people.
I'm trying to think of Star Trek characters. So, like in Deep Space Nine, imagine if
So Spock's in all Star Treks. Obviously, he's not now because he died, but he's been in every single Star Trek at some point. Because he can live in his lifetime as a Vulcan, he'll live like 300 years or 400 years,
yep.
some insane amount of time. So he pops up on all the Star. He's in every single one, but it's okay because he's always there for a particular reason. Like a kind of, he might have caused the issue, being a diplomat in the wrong place, or he might be there to stop the issue happening and stuff like that. But it's not an issue. It's just that he's just there because he's an important character in the whole place.
yeah, it's a bit strange.
Worf is in a couple of them. He's in Star Trek and Next Generation.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes the universe to me seem artificially limited. It's the one thing that I will hold against this game. Everything else it's doing quite well. You know, there's some janky bits to it which still haven't been fixed. But in terms of the actual character plot points and putting characters in front of you, it does seem very much like we're riding on nostalgia. Remember this guy from this one? Oh, you
Of
love this
course,
guy
but
from this one?
that's all TV and all movies and all games, isn't it? It's nostalgia because that's how they
But
get
my
you
love,
to play it.
Who are you talking about? Apart from Saw.
Like,
Because Saw is not in Rogue One. I think he's in The Mandalorian.
no, Saul is in.
He's in Rogue One because he helps them. What's he doing? What's he in it for?
The Empire's
Oh,
mining.
he gets the information, doesn't
varium
he? He gets the
crystals.
information from that pilot guy that steals the information.
Yes, and remember he's talking to K2SO, and
Okay, so apart from him,
him, then the whole connection with the woman who saves you. Like,
right, but we've never met her.
no, we've never
and
met.
we've never heard of her master.
No,
And we've never heard of Cal and his master.
actually, no, we've never heard of Carl and his or his master, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's just a lot of coincidences that are not very well story driven. They're just like, we have to put this in here, like a Deus Ex Machina.
Don't
We
you
have to
think
put
it's
this
going
in
to
here
like
purpose.
slowly open up to what's going to explain to you though what's happening, especially with the girl with the crazy eyes?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to open up, but it does also seem like it's way too coincidency. At any one point, I'm expecting to someone come to me and say, "You are the one. You're going to restore the Jedi Order," and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's the cherry on the top." You know, I am the Harry Potter of this universe. I am the one that's going to defeat Voldemort.
Well, how about you see? Because I don't even think you're halfway yet.
No, I don't think so either.
No, you're not at all. No. The caves is probably halfway, isn't it? I imagine. Caves.
And you have to
okay,
go back to
section.
Zepho, I think. I know
There's
I
a lot you
did.
have to go back for.
Yeah, you
which
do.
is
Yeah, the story kicks on. Is that the main? Oh no, where the frog is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the frog's on Bogano.
Oh, Bogano. You have to go back to Bogano. There's quite a lot happens at Bogano.
Yeah.
You pronounced it right the first time at the beginning of your story, and then you just reverted back. Oh, I'm losing my voice.
Yeah. No, that's all I have to say about Jedi Fallen Order. It's quite cool. It looks fantastic. I can't wait until they actually release version 1 of Survivor and we get to play that instead of the public beta it's in now.
I'm really glad you're enjoying it. And I'm glad that it'll be a little while till we play Survivor. Not because of the bugs, but also because it'll be cheaper then than it is now.
We'll get on.
And we were very lucky. We were very blessed to have Fallen Order gifted to us
Yes.
at the time it came out. So we didn't have to pay for that one.
No, it's very cool. I do like the game. That's warming me up to the Dark Souls genre a little bit.
Play Elden Ring with me next month.
Oh yay. No, I don't think I'm there yet.
Oh, patrons, get Carl to play Elden Ring.
If they buy me
Yes,
Elden Ring, I
August.
will.
August game for Kyle.
There we go.
Nice. It's not scary.
It's not scary, no. Okay. Well, that's all I have to say about Star Wars, since no one's on my wavelength, and you two are busy bonding over murdering horses and innocent farmers.
Not me. I'm all
Shared
nice.
trauma.
I accidentally stole
Shared
someone's what do you call it? Cart thing. Stagecoach. There you go, stagecoach. I stole that one time, accidentally.
By accident. I love how it's all by accident.
Oh, it is
managed
by
to
accident completely.
put
Threw a
amazing
guy
heist.
onto the floor and then jumped onto this thing and drove off into the distance by accident. Yeah.
and then kept it.
And then, no, I did not. I was very good. It was funny because I actually even did like a rescue mission while I had the stolen stagecoach, because it was one of those girls that had her cart nicked. So I saved that and then
yes.
jumped back on the cart again. It's like, this game's weird.
What else have you been playing, Lee?
Oh, just Ascent actually.
Oh, yes.
Because Tony's been giving me a stick and saying you're never around when I play and want to help me with that spider. Remember the spider at the very beginning?
Oh, yes.
And he's really hard. If you're on your own, I remember doing the first time I completed him, I must have taken like 10 goes to get past him because he's really painful. He's kind of powerful and throws all these mini spiders at you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really not that strong. So I
Yep.
jumped in and just obliterated him quite quickly for her, and then sat on there for we did about an hour or so.
Oh, nice.
Just running through and just dragging her through and explaining how you can upgrade your weapons and just doing some little missions and stuff on it. So it was cool. It's fun. The problem is I'm too high level though. It's insane.
It's too easy.
Yeah,
Not fun.
I'm one-shotting everything basically, and I got homing missiles, homing bullets, which help. So I'm just running around homing, missiling everything, and kind of just walking through and doing the missions. But it gets better on the bosses are fun still. Some of the bosses are still quite hard for me. Higher.
Okay.
Level 30 odd stuff is still kind of difficult, but level 7 and 8, no, not difficult at all. No.
Yep. Snooze fest.
Yeah. But it's good. It's good help. There you go. So Tony says help, and this says thanks in the chat.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Lee. Helps a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Lee. Helps a lot. Put that in the chat.
There you go. Yes. But I did think of you when I was playing it, because you always complain that I'm never around to play this game.
Well, when was this? And was I online? And why didn't you send me a message?
Tonight, and it was Tony's game, not yours.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I could have jumped in to help too. Could have had a couple
That's right.
people running
Actually,
around.
If you jump in, your XP goes up anyway, so you'd still get XP bits for doing it, so it's worth it. Because my
that'd
XP
be
is still going up the whole time. Every time I play it, always checking away. I'm level 44 now or something insane.
What's the max level?
I think it's 50, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It takes a long time to get to 44 though. It's a lot of game. I've played it I've completed it 3 times that game now.
Have you done
yeah.
New Game Plus Plus or whatever it's called?
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, so I did New Game. I did the game, did New Game Plus Plus, and then I did the DLC with Cameron. So each time I just went straight through
From start to finish.
start to finish, yeah. And the DLC is level 34, 35 or something like that. So
Okay.
Coney says that she'll ask you for help next time, Kyle. And I just realized we've never heard Tony's voice.
I
We
have.
should do another petition. Oh, you have, Kyle?
Yes, we've played Naraka together.
Oh, cool. I haven't then. I reckon we should do another petition to our patrons now that we've doubled in size, and get them to submit the welcome to the Xbox cast little bit at the beginning.
I actually
Yes,
asked that a while ago,
indeed.
but no one did any. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Go on,
so if you
Tony.
want to introduce the Xbox cast, if you want
Be
to
famous.
introduce the Xbox cast and your voice, hear your voice on the audio podcast, just send it in and we use them.
And I agree. It'll be fantastic if we get everyone involved.
Yeah, I think the newbies. We've got a few newbies that haven't done it, haven't we?
Several.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just
if
say
you want-
welcome to the Xbox cast is all you need to say, and then I'll chop and change it and make it fit into the start.
Yep, nice and easy.
Yep, record yourself saying this is the Xbox cast or welcome to the Xbox cast. Hit Lee up on Discord, give it to him. He'll do the magic.
Actually, if you do something like Gary, give me about 10 of them to do, all very random and weird. So if you want to do that too, that's okay.
Just any way you want to do it, any way you want to introduce the podcast, just give us your voice. It'll be fantastic.
Mhm.
You can even whisper it or be all creepy.
That's what Gary did. Yeah.
Yep.
Is a witch one he did as well.
Amazing.
He embraced it. He went for it.
Oh, great. We love it.
Yep. All the coolest patrons have done it, so
Exactly.
jump on.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, well.
That's it. Oh, I played Ascent for like 45 minutes. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
It's been a quiet week for gaming. We've just got stuck into one game, haven't
Red
we?
Dead. Yeah, I got stuck into Red Dead.
Yeah, Lee absorbed into Red Dead. Simone is absorbed into Red Dead. And I'm the outlier here. My shiny sword.
It's a cool sword, though,
It is. I can't
even
wait.
though it's orange.
Orange lightsabers are the best lightsabers. Who else has an orange lightsaber from the original trilogy?
No one.
No one.
No,
There's a reason why,
Oh. Why?
because it's dumb.
though.
It says, I walk the line between light side and dark side.
You could
Or,
argue that
I can't really make my mind up. I'm a bit white, a bit light, a bit dark.
You
Yep.
could argue that your lightsaber is the same color as Ray's lightsaber.
I got to change it.
Yep. See, I know it works.
I don't think that counts. It's not canon. Fan fiction doesn't count.
Oh, race fan fiction. Yeah.
Nonsense. Okay. I think that's us for tonight. Otherwise, we're just going to start talking nonsense, and then you guys are going to get more involved in our lives, which is a problem.
No one wants that.
No one wants that.
No one wants that.
Remember, guys, you can follow the podcast pretty much anywhere and everywhere. We have a nice shiny website. We've got buttons on the website as well that you can click, and they'll take you to places such as YouTube or Kick or Discord or Twitter, basically anywhere where we are on the internet. The website also gives you a fantastic overview of who we are, how we are, and allows you to even support us if you are that way inclined. If you want to throw $1 at us a month and get your name up on screen, get us to yell out your name once a month or so, and get a very shiny room in the Discord. I think the guys have cleaned it up, haven't they?
I doubt it.
Okay,
I was in
well,
there yesterday and it was a bit smelly. There was something somewhere it shouldn't be, like underneath a couch, or I'm not sure what was happening. It was a
Yep, something went bad.
Yeah,
swept
something.
underneath the
Yeah,
rug.
I think Gary was doing something and he put it under the couch and forgot about it, and then it's just.
Okay, well, if you're inclined to clean,
Yeah, exactly. We're best not to talk about it. It's there.
yeah, you get access to a room.
Exactly. Just stop.
That's where we end. Otherwise, yeah, you know where to find us by now. If you want to share the podcast with anyone, that would be fantastic. That's how we grow. We'd love if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You watched us there. We are doing a big push for YouTube, so keep up those watch hours. You're making us look fantastic. We are climbing the charts fast and furiously on YouTube until we get a community strike, because Lee's going to play something weird in the intro one day. I'm just saying, you play some weird games in the intro of the podcasts when we do live streaming.
But there's no sound.
There's no sound, but
That's
we're
how I
still
get
going to
away
get a takedown one day, I'm sure.
No, it's just it's other people's YouTubes I'm playing. It's like other people have made YouTubes of a game.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's not. I don't play trailers because you get pulled down for trailers. Like
Oh, yeah,
that's
no, it's
weirdly
weird.
get pulled down for trailers, which is advertising a game. So
Yes.
why? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
Very, very strange. So yes, follow us on YouTube, follow us everywhere where we are, where you are. Make our egos inflated. That's basically what we're trying to do. Which is always good. If you want to follow us individually, Simone, where can they find you?
I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And Mr. Lee?
I have done a newsletter which you didn't talk about. I'm very
Oh,
disappointed.
we spoke in depth about the newsletter on New News, because it's the
I
new
know.
newsletter.
I don't care. I'm dropping it in here too. For
Go
people
for it.
that kind of ignore the new news and just listen to the games, we have a newsletter. Sign up on the website.
Yes.
It's amazing, the newsletter.
Lee does the newsletter. Say nice words about Lee. Read the newsletter.
That's right.
And then say even nicer things about Lee.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Also, coin update. Is there a coin update? I saw you sent out an email to the Patreons. About the
That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
So the coins have arrived. I've got one right here. And they're going to be going out to those patrons that participated in the April Achievement Challenge soon, starting this weekend. I will start sending them out. It's lovely. Lots of people got the email, and I've been getting DMs requesting that their addresses be updated without me even getting to you yet. So that is very, very helpful. So there we go.
Look how cool that coin is.
Yeah.
It's a nice hefty one as well. So yeah, thanks to everyone who took part in April Achievement Challenge. You guys are going to get a nice cool coin. It's going to be fantastic. So Mr. Lee, before you decided to start advertising your newsletter, you're advertising where you are on the internet.
Oh, I'm still Lee Howard on Xbox and on Twitter, and Lee Howard25 on Twitch, and Lee Howard on Kick, but I haven't kicked yet. Maybe
We need
one
to
day.
sort that out
Yeah, maybe one day.
one day. And you can find me at Zarkrias on Xbox and Twitter. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys if you've been watching. And we've been the Xbox Cast. We'll see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.
Yeah, that was awkward.
I updated my software.
Stick around, guys, because we are going to raid or host. If you'd like to see some Red Dead Redemption 2,
Oh, thank you.
and so we'll flick over to him. And it's a good way to get our name out as well, is to post it. So stick around and when we raid, show him some love. Bring your friendly people down.
Interesting. The countdown on Kick is going backwards. Did you notice that?
What? Where? Where's the countdown kick? What countdown?
The countdown to say how long we've been live for.
Oh.
It's counting down. Like, do we only have 8 hours of streaming a month or something?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even see that.
Mine says 1 hour 45.
Interesting.
Are you on the creator dashboard? Are you?
No, I'm just
1 hour
on
45.
Oh, one sec.
kick.com, the Xbox cast.
No, it says
my
1 hour
countdown
45.
is 8 hours, 14, 36, 35, 34, 33.
Maybe did you shut down the screen last time? You left it running from last time it was going?
No, it's completely closed and reopened.
Maybe refresh it and see what happens.
Let's have a look. As I was watching it go down, I was like, this is interesting. I wonder if we only have a certain amount of hours a week or a month.
I can't imagine so. They want you to do more, not less, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. How strange. Oh, well. Oh, my emojis are all broken.
We have done a total of 16 and a half hours streaming on Twitch, on Kick.
That's fantastic. Where
So
do you
9
see that?
hours in 12 days. I'll just log into the creators page. 9 hours and 12 days we've done.
Cool.
And we've done
Okay, I'm
16,
going to
16 hours
pop
and
the
5
name in
days.
of who we're going to go raid quickly.
Cool.
So you can do that, Lee, because Kick doesn't let me do that. Kick doesn't let me do that.
No.
So, yep. Right, how do I do this? Host. Next. What's the name?
Ice Cold Gaming's with a Z.
I see. Ice underscore cold gamings. We're off now. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Ciao.
Love you. Bye.
Night. 17 seconds.
What's happening in 17 seconds? Does it work? Did it work?